Good morning and welcome to our slightly earlier Lavender Life Yoga this morning. It's only a few more live sessions before we're back in person. So just take a moment, find yourself in a comfortable seated position and take that moment to roll those shoulders, to lift the spine and think about the air flowing in through the nose all the way down to the bottom of the lungs and out back again once through the mouth. Take that moment, feel your body. Feeling the sound vibrations coming in and cleansing the spirit. Let's take our attention to our breath. I'm going to try and do it with a count, breathing in for 4, holding for 2, and then almost curling the tongue if you can to help with the exhale so it cools the body. So in, 4, exhale. In, hold, exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Once more, inhale, pause, exhale. And then return back to your natural breath pattern. Hopefully noticing having cleansed the spirit with vibrations from the bowl. Having practiced the breath for a couple of breath cycles. Your breath might be a little bit slower, a little bit deeper and a little bit more calming. And next we're going to try and link our breath into our movement. So imagining the figure 8 lying on its side or the infinity symbol. We're going to try and draw that shape with our nose. Inhaling, coming up and over. Exhale, down and in. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, down and in. Completing one more. And change the direction when you're ready. Inhale down. Exhale up and over. Roll the shoulders forward, back and down. Once you're doing that, try and give a little bit of lift in the spine. And those shoulders start to relax. You're ready, take the left hand to the floor. Breathe in, take the right hand out, up and over the top. Yogi's choice, looking down to the ground or over the armpit. Push into the floor with the hand on the ground as you stretch down that whole side body. And as you inhale, take the top hand behind you. Left hand to the right knee, shine through the sternum. Twist waist to the knee, shoulders a bit further. Neck coming round fast, last of all. Use the hand behind you for your height and the hand on the knee for that lower back twist. Inhale, lift up and come back to center. Right hand to the floor, breathe in, take the left hand out, up and over the top. Again, your choice where you're taking your gaze. Ground in with the opposite glute. Feel that whole side body stretch. When you're ready on an inhale, take the hand up and behind you. Right hand to the left knee, shine through the sternum and twist from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the top. Working with the breath to lift and twist. Really lifting up and coming back to center. We're going to do some seated cat-cows here. So crossing the arms off to the opposite knees. Inhale, lift, arch the spine backwards. Exhale, create that nice curve. And again, if you pull on those knees, you get a really nice stretch on the back of those shoulders. If you're ready, swapping the hands, they come in a slightly different direction. And this will stretch those shoulders just slightly differently. When you're ready, release the arms from the knee. I'm going to sit up on a block. If you want to raise up your bottom, feel free. We're going to be starting to stretch out our legs. So put them first forwards in front of you and then widen them. Okay? Taking your hands, imagine you're stirring a great big spoon. You've got a great big bowl in front of you. Inhale, coming down one leg. Exhale, round and in. And one more. For repeating the fingers the other way. So swap the thumb at the top. Inhale, come down the other leg. And exhale, round. then when you feel ready, lift up the chest and leading from the belly button and from the sternum, turn around to one leg. So I'm going to go for the right and I'm going to bend my left leg in. Okay, so I've got a nice tilt and I'm going to lead with my sternum. So I don't want to have a hunchback. I want to leave nice and long. So I'm stretching out that lower back and I'm going to glide my legs down. Drive my hands down either side of my leg, leading in nose to toes. It doesn't matter how far you go as long as you're feeling a nice stretch somewhere, probably in many places. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull yourself a little further down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, increase. One more inhale, lift. This time let the head hang heavy. Add a little bit more weight, a little bit more into that stretch. Important not to do that bit too soon. Stay here for a couple of breath cycles. And then when you're ready, very slowly coming back up. When you feel ready, swapping the legs. My left leg's coming out, my right leg's coming in. Inhale, lift the sternum and twist over to the left leg. Again, you want to create that nice bit of height. Slide the hands down either side of your leg on the inhale. Exhale, forward. Really tuning into your own body. If you can, close your eyes. Listen to your body. Where is your breath coming? Where are you feeling your stretch? One more inhale, lift. And then let the head hang heavy. And feel really slowly. I'm going to keep with that twisting theme, but we're going to vary slightly. Again, you might want to sit on a block for this one. Bring your legs in front of you. It's quite handy. I've got my opposite legs today, so you'll be able to see a bit more clearly where they're going. I'm going to bend up my left leg up into my chest, but keep my right leg out in front. And I'm going to try and hug in. I want to create that length, so I don't want to think about nose to knee. I want to create that height, so I'm pushing my chest forward. Shoulders can be back and down. Lovely. If you're feeling quite comfortable here, you might be able to take your left leg over your right. Okay? So my left leg's over my right. I'm going to take my right hand to my left knee. I'm going to create that height lifting up, and then I'm going to turn in towards that thigh. I might be able to start hugging that leg into me. Again, this feels where you are. If you just want to hug your arm around your leg, that's absolutely fine. If you want to start coming round a little bit more, you might be able to get that elbow in front, the other hand behind, left hand behind you. Start creating that deeper twist around and into that lower back. Yeah, I've got a click there. It's a good one. One more inhale. See if you can twist a little bit further. coming back and releasing back. Lifting up the right leg, let's hug into it. Remember, it's not nose to knees at this moment. Lift up, create that nice tall height in that back. You need that height and that lengthened spine to deepen that twist a little bit more. When you're ready, right leg over the left arm coming around the knee. Hug the knee into the chest and start your gentle twist. And again, don't worry if you can twist further on one side than you can on the other. It's all completely normal. You listen to your body and twist where it needs to go. If you want to take your hand behind you to help you keep your height and that lift as you twist. Lift and gently coming back. Lovely. Just keep that twisting and that deep stretching part. I'm going to cross my left leg over my right, and then I'm going to bend up my right leg so it comes into that sort of almost a pigeon type twist. And here, take your hands behind you, and again try and lift up your chest, push that thigh back to deepen the stretch. Bring the right leg in, and that will create a deeper stretch in the back of that leg. So a seated pigeon, really. Stay here for a few more breaths. And release. Crossing the right leg over the left, knee comes to the side, the left leg bends, bringing the foot up towards that chest. And inhale, push the chest forward towards that leg, finding that deep stretch in the back of that thigh and down into that glute. Really tune into your body, intensify the stretch if you need, or back away if you need. When you're ready, sliding that leg down, releasing. Bending both the legs, feet flat on the floor, arms come around your knees, and this is where we are going to round the spine. Should be nice for that lower back. I'm going to come off my block for this moment. And I'm just going to round that back. A really good pose for lower back pain. A good one to hold for a few breaths. And very slowly lifting up. Going to counter that nice curvature. We're going to come and lie down on a prone position. Our chests on the floor. So take your time, head down there, arms underneath the head, and just relax there for a few minutes. You can rock your hips from side to side to release any of that lower back tension. And then when you're ready, draw the shoulders down the back and start to lift up that spine. Inhale. Just using those back muscles. If you can, don't push into the floor with your hands. Hands are either side of the face. And next time you come up, just press the arms, hands a little into the floor and bring the elbows in, up into Sphinx. Shoulders should be back down the spine, not all hunched up by the ears. And rock the hips from side to side. And this is a really good one for that glute and that lower back. Releasing that lower back, relaxing the glute muscles. You always try and get involved here. Engage them in bridge, but in this pose, just let them relax, let them be. This is a really good one for those with lower back pain, just if you can come up into and make sure relaxing those muscles. It would be quite a natural bend for the back. You ready? Pressing into the hands and taking the elbows back out. Walk out. When you're ready, lifting up the shoulders, taking the shoulder blades back down the back, lifting up as much as you can, just using those back muscles, hands into the floor, bringing out. Just enjoy deep breaths. And then once more, press your hands into the floor and take the elbows out. I'm going to counter this with a better stretch in the opposite direction. So have your head wherever you like. You can always go and get a cushion, just pop it underneath your head if you're more comfortable. Other than that, bring your knees in a little bit closer to each other, so they're not so far apart. Make sure you're feeling comfortable here. And then bending the left leg so the heel comes towards your bottom. See if you can reach back with that left hand and just grab around that foot. And then not a big pose to see, so really just listen and feel. Push your hip down into the floor and you should feel a stretch all along the front of your quad. Actually quite an intense stretch. If you're just pulling it in without pushing your hip into the floor, you won't feel it very much. The moment you squeeze that glute, push that hip to the floor, it does turn into quite an intense stretch on the front of that thigh. Possibly more so because I did a big run yesterday. Breathe into it, push the hip into the floor, feel that stretch. If it starts to get painful, relax it a little, and then engage again if you can. Good to hold these stretches for a good few breaths, because if you just do them for a few seconds, you don't actually get as deep into it as you can. And relax. Oof, maybe not much to see, but I can definitely feel that. Bending the right foot up to the bottom, reaching back with the right hand. And again, when you're ready, push that hip into the floor, tighten the glute a little, push the hip into the floor and feel that stretch. Deep breathing. Again, intensify if need by pushing the hip down. Back away from it if you need, and then go back and intensify the stretch if you can. Release and relax. Rock the hips from side to side. When you feel ready, bring the hands below the shoulders. I'm going to push up to your knees. Bring the knees in. Tuck the toes underneath. And we'll come into a downward dog, but no, we're not going up into a standing pose today. We're going to come into a downward dog and then back down. When you're ready, lifting up the knees and pushing back towards the heels. Pedal the heels out. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Really feel that lovely stretch. You come into downward dog. Lovely. Hold it just for a moment more if you can. If you need to take a break, come back out, come back into it if you can. If not, just take a moment's breath. Time to warm your body. And then when you feel ready, bending the knees, coming to lie down on your back. Here we're going to do our pelvic clock. Those of you who've been doing yoga with me for a while, you'll be quite familiar with this move. If you're new to yoga with me, just listen. Imagine you've got a plate on your stomach coming down to the pelvic bone and up to just below the ribs. 12 at the top, 6 at the bottom, it comes out to the hips. The idea is you engage those deep core muscles, place a marble into the middle of your plate. Again, very small movements, but they should feel quite intense. Roll the marble up to the 12. And imagine that clock face round to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going if you can. Rolling that marble slowly around, feeling those muscles in the abdomen, those deep muscles. Engage, contract, be stretched by the opposite side. That may not look much on the video. You should be able to feel it. And when you get to 12, roll it into the middle. Take marble off and let it relax. You can rock your pelvis if you need to, side to side. Have that little looseness. Bend the knees in, release any pressure, any tension. When you feel ready, bring the feet back to stillness. Engage that core and lift that pelvic floor. Put your marble back in, roll it back up to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. And again round in your own count. Not too fast. It's your belly dancer. You go for it if you want. Then you get back to the end. Just release and relax. You can widen out the feet. You can bend the knees into the center. That'll give a nice twist off to the lower back. When you feel ready, the legs stretch out. We're going to come into our Shavasana. Take this time, just let the body relax. Let it be your body. All you need to do is breathe to honour it. So that inhale and the exhale flowing in and flowing out. Relaxing yourself, being yourself. And to listen to a poem about heartbreak by an unknown author. Whatever our hands touch, we leave fingerprints on walls, on furniture, on doorknobs, dishes, books. There is no escape. As we touch, we leave our identity. Wherever I go today, help me to leave heartprints. Heartprints of compassion, of understanding, and of love. Heartprints of kindness and genuine concern. May my heart touch a lonely neighbour, or a runaway daughter, or an anxious mother, perhaps an aged grandfather. Send me out today to leave heartprints. And if someone should say, I felt your touch, may they also sense the love that's deep within my heart. I will never forget what the heart